Let's get this party started. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Let me scooch this up. There we go. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Hello, hello. Expecting at least 4 Whoopers and or Quagsires. I hate to disappoint, but nearly every pig Pokemon. Not that there's a ton. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, Todco. Thank you for stopping by. Hello, Mistborn. Hello. God, it's almost strange to be sitting at a mic and sounding so clear. It's been a couple of weeks since I've been able to speak at this volume unimpeded. That's not to say that I'm 100% back, but I'm like a solid 98, baby. That's good enough. Of course, the moment I start bragging about it, we go down to a 97. So before I do myself more dot damage, I'm gonna carry on, take a sip of beverage as well. Hello, Zip. Thank you for stopping by. Love you, hon. I'm about to embarrass you with my poor Pokemon taste. You know what? Actually, while I get started, Space Circus, hello. Welcome in. Good to see ya. Before I get started, I'm going to go ahead and drop... this link is the sorter, favorite picker, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, that I'm using. Are we looking to listen to rock, stone, and metal? Oh, buddy. If you'd like to follow along and pick your own favorites as well, go ahead and click that link, and you should be able to export like a PNG of all of your favorites by the end of it. We'll see how well this goes. It's been a while since I've done this. They didn't have the newest gen out last time I did this. It was just Sword and Shield. But also there's a couple of gens that I kind of skipped over. Right here on number 4. I played some of 5, but not all of it. And I think 6 I'm also mixed on. I think I'm also mixed down here. So we're talking like 4 to 5, 6, 7. I've played maybe 2 of the games in, and that's not a comprehensive thing. But you know what? I also haven't finished Scarlet and Violet either. So you know we're gonna have some interesting things to learn there. But you know, I wanted to take an easy night, quite frankly. But I wanted to get back into it. I miss doing that. So we're gonna carry on and do our best. I will be able to pick some things by vibes alone. I know enough about Pokemon to be able to tell what most of them are. For those that don't know, I've been a participant or moderator in several Pokemon-related like social spaces for 16 years now. I used to be more active. I'm not anymore, but I still participate in some places. So I have an awareness of a lot of things, but not a lot of personal attachment. And ads just went off. That's awesome. For those of you that don't have ads, which I think is only one or two of you, I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to take a moment to sip. Before we get started, You don't have ads yet? Well, the button that allows me to voluntarily set a 30-minute ad just clicked off and unavailable, so maybe one just finished. I don't know. Regardless, as some of you may know, I'm old enough to have played 1 and 2 when they were current. A lot of my... Just came back? Oh, thank you. Welcome back. I've played 1 and 2 back when I was a real little kid. But my memories of 1 and 2 blend together quite a lot because I think I played Generation 1 quite closely to the release of Generation 2. And since there's a lot of overlap in their Pokemon, I don't remember which ones are like which outside of some specific ones of their legendaries. So we're going to find out which of these I didn't really care for. But I do have a lot of fond memories, specifically of Gold. I did play Yellow. I did play Yellow back in the day. Loved hanging out with my buddy Pikachu, but I played a lot of Gold. I think I started with Silver, but I came to appreciate Gold as I went on. I owned Ruby and Sapphire, though I think I played Ruby more. And then I skipped this gen. I want to say I had White. I think I skipped this gen entirely. I don't think I played this one. I don't remember, honestly. I think I skipped this one. And then, yeah, you know what? We'll cover it all. You didn't get a console till the DS came out. Oof. You missed the quality days of learning how to use the claw on the GBA. I remember France or Hawaii. See, that's the problem. I didn't play Hawaii. Don't remember if I played France. I can't quite remember. If I did, it was on the earlier end of my return to Pokemon, and I don't think I finished it. You know? Regardless, we'll find out. God, excuse me. I'm going to try and mute myself when I cough, but hopefully those aren't too bad. We're going to start off with the weakest territory, normal types from Gen 1. Miss Lurk, will you make dinner? Shit. Have a good dinner. I will try to infuse that flavor into my Pokemon choices. I just called this a disappointing category, but I realize it's not entirely true. I do have a lot of favorites of Gen 1 normals. I just don't care for like the birds and the rats. They're not my digs. I can fly by with a Doduo, Dotrio. They're weird enough for me. But I never care for like the beginning pest types, for lack of a better term. Don't care for the birds and the rats. It's true. As far as favorites go, Christ, give me a second. I might be getting a throat lozenge here in a second. I didn't expect to be coughing this much. As far as favorites go, I was never big on the Eevee line. Porygon is cute. Kangaskhan is like my flavor of bizarre dinosaur creature. I did love Tauros for a time, but I never really used him. Lickitung was always gross. Snorlax, I didn't appreciate until later, so I think my favorite goes to Chansey. I don't remember that I ever played much with Chansey when I played Gen 1. Granted, I don't think I ever finished Gen 1. I don't think I finished a game until I was in my like late teens. Not properly, but like I found myself falling in love with Chansey and some of the cuter pink ones, and this was before fairy type was created. That's not usually my bag, but something about them warms my heart, and I appreciate that. I'm actually going to step away real quick. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get a throat lozenge because this is getting me harder than I anticipated. Sorry about that. It's only last Friday that I felt like I was almost 100% done with being sick, but here I am a couple days later having to get some assistance. So it goes. Gen 1 fire types. I hate to say it. I'm not big on the Charizard train. I was more of a Squirtle fella myself. Vulpix, Ninetales, beautiful creatures, never really my thing. Moltres, I always felt was one of the weaker of the three birds, design-wise. It always just looked like a boiled, jaundiced chicken to me. I think I like it in depictions nowadays, but it never really latched onto me. The fire felt weird compared to how good Ponyta's and Rapidash's looked. But I was always a Magmar fella. I was always a Magmar fan. We're thick as fucking thieves, me and him. I love that jester motherfucker. I love that guy. If I could crack open a cold one with Magmar, it would be great. As I just said, I was always a Squirtle fella. But I don't think they're my favorite. I just like them a lot. I had a soft spot for Poliwrath back in the day, if only because in Generation 2, Poliwrath would learn a move or two that they actually took out of its pool in Gen 3 and on. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I felt like a fucking genius for bringing my old one along and having, like, prohibited moves on his list. That was one of the earliest stages that got me to start, like, breeding Pokemon for other players competitively. B-Man Run, welcome in. I hope I said that right. Hello, welcome in. Ow. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're having a good night. We're trying to pick Pokemon while I cough my lungs. Pardon me. Ow. Fucking, how many points do you have? Where the fuck are you coming from? Excuse me. Assaulting me in my own home. Did anyone else forget that Kabutops is a fucking water type? You lurk? Fair. Well, welcome in. Hello, Rosewolf. Hello, hello. Hope everyone's doing all right. Yeah, Kabutops I never remember as a water type, so I always think of him as like a rock type, so I'd never put him in here. I think I was motivated heavily by the anime to learn... Fuck you! Kidding, thank you. I was always motivated to go with Lapras. It doesn't evolve into anything, it doesn't evolve from anything, but I loved it in the anime, and I always wanted a big water friend of my own. Never got that, but here we are. Grass type, I think everyone forgets in Gen 1 was pretty weak. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and some change evolution lines. I'm pretty, well, thank you. I'm sure you are too. That sounded more condescending than I meant. Tolerate me for a second. I don't know, grass types in Gen 1 were weak. I'm going with my buddy Tangela. Tangela and me go way back. Not for any particular reason. I just like his little squirmy self. If I had to pick, I think I would go with Parasect, but I don't know. I never like latched on long term. Grass types always felt really weak to me until later on. Electric was also pretty weak in Gen 1, but I was always an Electabuzz friend. I was a friend to the weird fucking arms guys with their 2-pronged feet. Ice type, Jinx. Can you blame me? Can you blame me? Can you blame me? I love Jinx. Ah, shit. Fuck, one of my hotkeys opens up another tab in this. Kinky, fuck you. He's my friend. We go out and we drink mimosas and we gossip. And then she freezes my enemies into a block of ice. And then my buddy Primeape over here fucking shatters them. I never understood why he has like a pig nose, but I dig it. I dig it. I came into my favorite animal late in life, and I didn't give Primeape enough credit. But he's my boy. Mankey's good too, but Primape's my fucking boy. He's an Angie monkey. Exactly. If you've caught me on my Infinite Fusion, you may think that I enjoy myself a Machamp line. They make excellent body types for different heads. I hate their big fucking face and their weird ridge heads and their big ol' eyes and no nose. Weird. I'm not into it. You take the body and you put a different head on it, it's great. And that's where that stands. Poison we need to scroll over for a little bit. Despite having so many selections in Gen 1, it was really slim pickings overall. Most of these are more appropriately categorized in other types, really. Poison is everyone's favorite second category. Secondary type. As far as Pokemon go, I love... You know, we're gonna do ground first because it has fewer options, because I think my favorite for ground is, like, by and far Nidoking, and that is because Nidoking is my first shiny. And I got him down in, like, I got him in, like, Heart Gold or whatever. So it wasn't up here, it was down here, right? But my first ever shiny was Nidoking. Found him as a little Nidoran. Raised him up. His name is Neert, because I'm bad at naming Pokemon. I still have him. Bring him wherever I can, but I'm trying to hold off on getting him to level 100. I don't want him to race that fast. But I love him. And he was the start of me learning to love ground type later on. But now that I have that locked into ground, it's okay that I don't pick him for poison type. Because more than many others, I loved wheezing and coughing in a certain way, but I have a love for Ghastly. Original Ghastly, not Haunter or Gengar, that can't be disregarded. It has a whole, like, hazy aesthetic style that gets immediately lost the moment it evolves, and it's always upset me. There's such a spooky, like, ghostly vibe to its bizarre miasmatic fog, and it loses that immediately, and I do not understand why. I just don't get it. Flying type, Aerodactyl doesn't get enough love, quite frankly. There aren't a whole lot like him. I don't know that I've ever actually used him in a party. I don't know that I've ever gotten him more than once legitimately. I don't think he's in a lot of the games, honestly. But I like him. He's just a fucking, like, pterodactyl dragon man. That's it. Close second place is Dodrio. But that's almost exclusively because Gen 1's flying types are weak. Psychic only had a few. Fuck you. Fuck your entire line. I like Drowsy. I like Drowsy. I really don't like Hypno. Hypno bothers me, but I think some of that comes from like the complete difference in aesthetic between Drowsy and Hypno. Drowsy's a tubby little guy with a little snout that I can really get behind. Hypno is just a man in like some rough. I'm not into it. Bug type Pinsir. Easy Pinsir. Nobody beats Pinsir. Absolutely nobody. Rock type. I think Kabutops. He's just cool. I like a horseshoe crab. Ghost, it's Ghastly again. Yeah, I did like Gengar a little bit. Dragon, boy, howdy, I wonder which. It's gonna be this one. This is Dragonite. This is Dragonair. Or is this Dragonite? This is Dratini. Dragonite, Dragonair. It's the middle one. The one that looks like it should be the logical result. Dark type. A substitute creature, I guess. Steel. Magnemite, sure. Fairy. Clefable. Clefable and Clefairy are very much kind of like the Chansey of fairy type for me. I didn't appreciate them enough in the old days, but I like them a lot now. They're so cute. Favorite starter? Squirtle. Favorite gimmick form? Right, these are... Thank you, Zip. I don't think I heard that over the music. Let me know if you heard that. These are like mega forms and whatever. I don't think I've come across any of these in any game, honestly. You can hear the Pogger. Good. I'm gonna go again. I haven't come across any of these. I think I've maybe seen, what is this, like a huge Gigantamax Lapras? I think I've seen that, but I don't know what any of these are. I'm gonna go with what I assume is Mega Aerodactyl, just because he grows a beard.
Simply vote for your favorite.
Yeah, I'm going with Aerodactyl because he got old. You know, over here he's young, over here he's old. He has eyebrows. He's got a beard. That's like it. That's the only difference, and that's stupid, frankly. Legend, Zapdos. God, there really wasn't... Yeah, they didn't do box legendaries in the first one. That's right, they were starters. My favorite for Gen 1 is gonna be Nidoking. If I didn't have my good boy Nirt, it would probably be Magmar. Probably. But I can't put my favorite boy down. He's my favorite. He's my favorite. I do love Magmar. I think part of the reason I love Magmar is that nobody loves Magmar. Gen 2 is where things get fun. The normal types in Gen 2 are fucking impeccable. Sentret and Furret I've grown very tired of, but as designs, they're great. Thanks. Same with Hoot Hoot. Noctowl is a bit of a step down, I'll be honest. Apom, fantastic. Girafarig, fantastic. Teddy Ursa Ring, beautiful. I like Stantler. I like Porygon Z. I love Miltank. I love Smeargle. I love Clefable. I think I am too much a fan of Miltank. It's Miltank or Smeargle, but I think I'm gonna go Miltank. Miltank was always, you know, close to my heart. Though, I have a hope that once I get a better schedule for streaming, I want to do a randomizer Pokemon run with my starter being Smeargle. So it has to learn the moves of all of these randomized Pokemon as we go along. That's on the list, but for right now, we're sticking with Miltank. Fire types, again, impeccable. Cyndaquil line, beautiful. Magmar, Magcargo, I think. Fantastic. Magby. Sorry, that's Slugma and Magcargo. These boys, fantastic. Entei, none of these are losers. None of them are losers. I think I'm going Entei, and I don't usually pick legendaries, but Entei was an extremely, like, powerful impression on me. Probably because I saw the movie when I was young and impressionable. But Entei fucking rules. Entei looks great. Awesome. A couple of losers in Gen 2 water, but that's okay. It's still a fantastic line. Love Corphish. I think I'm giving it to Octillery, though. I don't really understand why, but I love that stupid octopus. And his dumbass cannon mouth. I don't care. I reiterate, grass type in Gen 2, no losers whatsoever, but I literally can't give up Sunflora. I love him. I love them. They're beautiful. And they make the world prettier everywhere they go. I love Sunflora. Electric. I have a lot of memories of Chinchou, but I don't have a whole lot of memories of the next one. I never evolved it, I don't think. Or if I did, I think I was disappointed. Pichu, great, but I never spent a lot of time with the baby types. Mareep line, love them. I think I'm giving it to Elekid, though. Sorry, Magby, but, like, Elekid's just too cool. I want to plug him in an outlet and see what happens. He's just a little fella. And he's ready to scrap with the whole world, and I love that for him. Ice type is a really, really hard contender, because I love Smoochum, I love Delibird, but I gotta give it to my boy Swinub. He's a little football, and he makes my heart soar. And, that's it. Sneasel's great, too. 100% love Sneasel. Fighting type. I forgot that Heracross is fighting type. But I think I'm going to give it to Hitmontop. I remember having a lot of fun with him. I think I had a lot of fun with him, particularly in Pokemon Coliseum, where he had a bunch of killer animations. They really did him up a great. But Heracross is my boy when it comes to bug type here. But we'll see how much I change that. Spinarak. Beautiful. Ariados is okay, but I love a little smiley butt. I love a little spoder. Ground type. I could put Swinub twice, but for the sake of not doing that, I'm gonna put Donphan. I love Fanpy, but Donphan looked so goddamn cool in the movie, and I've never been able to get that out of my not out of my mouth, out of my brain. But I love Fanpy. If I could have a Fanpy as a pet, the world would be so good. So good. Flying. Shit. Hold on. I gotta check something. Okay, we're good. Flying, we're going to Delibird. I had to check Dark because there's no way I'm giving up my boy Murkrow. But I can get him in Dark type, which, you know what, I'm gonna go put right on over here. Murkrow's fantastic, but Delibird cannot be off the list. I love him too much. Psychic. Excuse me. Psychic. I love Girafarig. I love Smoochum. I like Celebi a lot. I love Lugia. I gotta give it to unknown. Okay, L. We'll put unknown L. I know that they're functionally useless as a Pokemon. There's nothing like them. They're so cool. Bug. Heracross. Easy. Though Shuckle is fantastic. If I could pick two, it would be Shuckle and Heracross. But Heracross and Pinsir are like my ideal bug-type duo. You cannot go wrong with those two, and that is on purpose. These two were designed, like in a fucking lab, almost literally, to be like the perfect antagonists for each other, and both of them are full of so much personality. I can't break away from them. They're so good. Rock type, I can pick Shuckle. Love Corsola. We're going Magcargo. Am I going by each generation? Sure am. We're on Gen 2 right now. So we'll be getting our way down. Gen 3 is where I start feeling like crazy strong feelings about it. But Gen 2 is where I started. So, you know. Ghost type, it's clearly Mischievous because it's the only one. The only one in Gen 2. Dragon. Seadra, I guess. We already picked Dark type, it's Murkrow. Steel type, going with Scizor. Because he's fucking sick. It's just so cool. Skarmory is a strong choice. Fortress would be under normal circumstances, but I found him to be like weaker than I have use for. I don't vibe with Pokemon that are like more defensive than not. And especially with Fortress's typing, it's really disappointing. Remember watching Pokemon? It was the first on TV with your dad. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's those little memories that really punch it into you, you know? Doesn't take a night off. I didn't say I was taking a night off. I said I might stream, Rye. You gotta take a night off. I'm doing okay. Rye, you can't come in here and fucking make your case. You slept through our normal time, didn't you? I didn't ask you for it because I thought you would. It sounds like we should both call it. Yeah, and I think I also said, you know, I'll pull it up. You've been around. Well, hold on. I'm scrolling past the ice cream. If I do stream, it'll be much shorter than normal, maybe an hour, but I don't know when. What about that, cat? Yeah? Shit. Keep opening tabs. Hold on. There we go. Yes. Told you. You didn't read it, then there you go. It was not the finality of that convo. Well, it was pretty close. Let me scroll up past it again. Yeah, it ended with, "You're worse off than I am today for once. I saw your tweets." Right, you gotta take care of yourself. You're worse off than I am for once. Treat your body right. God damn it. Fairy type, I'm picking Granbull. Fuck you. I'm gonna go do an 8-hour stream out of spite. Well, you'll catch me in the chat. Probably not. I'm probably gonna sleep early tonight. I needed a third lozenge to be able to do this stream without hacking up a lung over here, so I'm not back to normal yet, but I'm close. We're making do, and I hope that you do feel better soon. And besides, Rye, it's okay. We haven't made the poll for names yet. Put us both in a shirt and then into bed. I'm allergic to cats, Zip. I'll die. Ryan and I meet once a week because it takes me a week to recover. Starter, Totodile, fuck you. Gimmick form, Heracross. I don't know what that's from, I don't care. Legendary, Ho-Oh. And my favorite, Sunflora. Anyway, I do hope you feel better soon, right? I know that you'll live. I know you'll be okay. You're a tough cat, but you know. Why is this Kecleon different? I don't know. Anyway, normal type Gen 3 is admittedly a little weak. Get that Swablu is a normal type. I'm going cast form. I love this fella whose name I can't remember. Zangoose. There we go. I love Zangoose, but nobody ever talks about cast form. It feels like nobody ever got cast form, and cast form never came back in any future generations. Zangoose at least got to pretend to, you know? On fire type, we got Torkoal. I cannot get the image of this fella out of my mind. He's just like the emblematic fire type of this generation that isn't Torchic, because everyone knows Blaziken. Everyone knows Blaziken. It's a great design. Nobody's arguing against that, but Torkoal is underrepresented. I love him. Water type. I have a lot of favorites here. Water type was where I spent a whole lot of my love, because I played. I didn't play Ruby first. I played Sapphire. That's right. I started with Sapphire. Clamperl, beautiful Pokemon. I've got a lot of very strong feelings about Clamperl, nostalgic-wise. Love Disc as a cutie, but I'm going with Coelacanth? Relicanth. That's it. I always call him by the actual fish name, because I thought it was so cool that a fossil fish could be real, basically. Relicanth. Spent a lot of time farming or looking for you for the Reggies, and now I don't care about the Reggies nearly as much as I care about you. Grass type, also some killer options here. Ludicolo really does have an excellent line. So does Shiftry. Cacnea. This one scares me for some reason. This was my preferred fossil at the time, but Tropios. Tropios, baby. This guy can learn Fly. He was the first Pokemon that I knew of that was not a flying type that could learn Fly. It was so great. He could learn Fly. He could learn Sweet Scent. So you could get all sorts of different Pokemon in different realms with him. And their fucking Pokedex entry said that they love to give the fruit that grows off of them to trainers just to have. And I don't know, he sounded like a best friend, like the best Pokemon friend you could have, like right up there with Lapras. These two are like aligned for me. These two were like the harbingers of a good time, of good traveling companions for me. You are the sea. You are arguably the air, not the land, because I used you to fly more than I did, you know, across the land. We'll get to that later. Electric. These guys are fine. I like Plusle and Minun, but I never used them because I didn't do enough double battles, and they're useless otherwise, but I like them. Ice. You know we gotta go for our buddy Snorunt. You know we gotta go for our buddy Snorunt. Fighting type. I like you. I think you're Makuhita? Yes, Makuhita. I don't know, I just like that your head is a bag, like a little dumpling. These guys freak me out a little bit. Poison, you can't go wrong with Gulper. Swalot is a little unnerving. Seviper is really cool. I like Gulper. I like a little chewy guy. This was also the realm where I started falling in love with Kirby. So this is my Kirby export right here, in a weird way. Ground type is a little weak in this generation. I liked Claydol a lot. Wait, are you Claydol? No, you're Baltoy. I liked Baltoy a lot. Wishcash is weird. I don't like things that smile at me with no nose. Baltoy was good. Swampert was really good. Groudon was killer. And I think it's Numel. I think it's Numel for me. I don't know why. He's like a little terracotta figurine that I can't help but love. Flying type. He is a flying type. I don't think he always was, though. Shadow Lugia came in from one of the Colosseums on the GameCube. I think Colosseum 3, where you had to fight off Shadow Pokemon. It doesn't matter. Wingull. Love Wingull. This is Surskit? Masquerain. I didn't know how to get Masquerain. But I love Masquerain. But that's after this whole. That's after Gen 3. Like I learned to love you later. Psychic is really fucking hard for this generation. Because they have fucking killers on every single line. Gardevoir line, good. You two freak me out. Spoink, lesser extent, Grumpig, Lunatone, Solrock, Chimecho, big fan of you. Metang, Beldum, Metagross line. Jirachi, he's fantastic. Deoxys I was never fully into. They added more unknown. But I can't forget my best boy Spoink. Spoink is the epitome of what I love in a Pokemon in a lot of ways. He's cute. He's not powerful. His Pokedex entry is like a little disturbing. Hi Huey, welcome in. Evolves into a weird fucking thing that a lot of people don't love, myself included until recently. Love him. It's good. Bug type. I forget that you're bug type. I always think of you as rock. It's Illumise. Something about this is Illumise, and that's Volbeat, right? Yeah. You're Volbeat. Red one's Volbeat. Purple one's Illumise. Something about the way that this Pokemon was introduced as the effective conductor for a bunch of Volbeat, guiding them through the night sky to make all sorts of different patterns and light shows, really, really hit my heart. It was something about the Pokedex entries for Gen 3 really set my child's mind, like my child mind, like a flutter with images. It might be one of the earliest periods where I was learning to like love writing, especially in short form, because it was extremely easy to imagine what it would be like to live in a Gen 3 Pokemon world without having watched any of the show in this era. Just reading what they say about the Pokemon. Very, very easy to imagine what it was like. And Illumise was a big part of that. Talking about the ecosystem and how they relate to each other in the night sky and how they make images and whatnot. It was great. Great. Rock type. Big fan of Lunatone. Excuse me. Yeah, Lunatone. Solrock's great. Nose Pass is silly. I've already got you Relicanth. I loved the Reggies at the time, but once I did the effort to reach them, my interest in them dropped off severely. Ghost type cannot beat Duskull. Sableye is a great contender. Shuppet is a great contender, but Duskull, right in my heart. Dragon types were okay here. I'm gonna go with Latios. I think you're Latios. Yeah, Latios. Dark type, Absol, clearly. Steel type. Ooh, we're gonna go with you. Mawile. That's your name, that's right. Fairy type. You know what? Fairy type's gonna be Mawile. I forgot you turned into that. Steel, I'm gonna make Metagross. Because I did love my Metagross at the time. Best starter, clearly Torchic. Best form. You got a fucking super form? What? When did these happen? Like, the starters I know of, but like, I know of you two, but where did you come from? Why did they give Camerupt a super form? Did they fuse Latios and Latios together to make a jet plane Pokemon? What? I'm very behind on like the later stage stuff. They gave Absol wings so he could be even more of a Sephiroth dog. You are a dog in a mascot costume. I'm gonna go with Sableye. You know, no, I'm going with Camerupt. I don't care. Camerupt's cool. Best legendary, Jirachi. Best Pokemon, Spoink. The little guy. Little guy. Alright, Gen 4, things get hazy here. Best, normal type. Ambipom gets like a little bit further away. I liked Apom a lot. Ambipom is like a little bit too much. Baniri. Ugly. I think I appreciate you later now. I didn't really then. Munchlax. I like Munchlax. He's a chill little fella. Fire type. I don't love the monkeys. I never learned what Heatran was. You are Heatran, right? Yeah. Magmortar. There we go. You're a little bit further than the Magmar that I love, but you carry the same spirit. I tolerate you. Weird to me that there's so few fire types added for Gen 4. Gen 5 has all this water. Granted, it is, you know, same Pokemon, male and female. Sort of kind of the same Pokemon. I think this is Mantike. You're Mantike, yeah. We'll go with you. I like Mantine. He's okay. Mantike is just cuter. Here we are. We're gonna go with Grass type. Again, I didn't have a lot of love for these. I didn't have a lot of attachment. I'm gonna go with Cherim. But barely noticeable. Because I have a shiny Cherim. That was my second ever shiny that I think I got in Sword and Shield, frankly. I don't have a lot of shinies. I don't do hunting. I just let them come to me as they come. Electric type. I think I like Electivire. You're a Pichu with a guitar. As much as I like that, I think I'm going Electivire. I guess I actually like the Electabuzz line a lot. I didn't really think about it because I think about Magmar a lot. I think less that I like Electabuzz's type. I think I don't care for a lot of electric types. That said, one of my favorite types is ground, so you know there's a lot of animosity there. There's certain feelings of superiority, right? But I don't know. I like a zebra striped, almost a fuzzy man, I guess. Sue me. Ice type. You are Weavile, yes. Sneasel. Sneasel, Weavile. Something about Mamoswine. Something about Mamoswine bothers me, and I think it's the pinkness of the nose. And I think it's also the gradual transformation into a creature that looks like a mammoth but isn't a mammoth. It doesn't have a trunk and doesn't have a mouth, but still has tusks. It's Piloswine over-engineered, and I don't like it. You're right. It loses the piggishness for the sake of being big, and I'm not into it. Not that Piloswine is great. Swinub. Perfect. Fighting type. I came to love Toxicroak later in life. He's fun. He's got an attitude to him. He's like something about him. Poison type. Can I do Toxicroak again? I won't lie, I do like Lucario. He's cool, but he's like cereal box cool. I know everyone likes him, so I don't have strong feelings about him. I don't have to worry about being a heavy hitter for Lucario. You know? He's got his shooters. I don't need to worry about that. This is ground type. Gibble is really cute. So I really like Gliscor. I'm going to Gliscor. I think Gliscor is the only ground type that I know of that could fly for a really long time. There is a vulture Pokemon that I believe is ground flying down here, I think, in these two. We'll find it later. I like it a lot, but Gliscor was the first one for a while. We have flying here. All right, Mantyke's flying. Honchkrow. It's clearly Honchkrow. Steel type. No, this is Psychic. Chingling. I can't let Chimecho go. It's such a good Pokemon. And they gave it a baby form, and that's even better. Even better. Bug type. Weak. Weak sauce. I'm gonna go with the Burmy evolution that's covered in, like, Wormadam. Yeah, the pink one is, like, covered in fiberglass, I think. The whole thing about them is that they are bagworms, right? And they form their cocoon out of whatever they have. You have leaves, you have sand and rocks. But this is supposed to be the one that you catch in, like, industrial situations, and from what I understand, it is a mix of, like, fiberglass insulation and wires, which is very funny. Something about that is very, very interesting to me, in a way that I can't quite explain. And then it turns into a moth, and then I stop caring about it. which feels insanely mean. We have Bonsly in this tier, which I thought was far earlier, but I guess not. I do like a Bonsly. That's the only rock Pokemon that I feel strongly about here. These two are goofy as hell. Rhyperior is like a whole thing. Probopass is too much. Ghost type, Misdreavus? Mismagius, that's it. Clearly. Fucking witch ghost. What do you want from me? Dragon. Gibble. He's just a little guy. He's just a little fella. Dark type. Darkrai is really fucking cool. I never had one, really. I think I have one in my Pokemon home, but I don't remember from what game. But Darkrai is just kind of a cool design all around. And I can't ignore that. Steel type. Bronzong. He's just a silly fella. I like him a lot. Fairy type is Mime Jr. Togekiss has never made me happy. It's a fine evolution line, but Togepi has always been weak. It's a baby Pokemon the whole way through. Doesn't work for me. Starter is Turtwig. Grovyle, Torterra, you know, whatever. I just don't vibe with the monkeys, and the penguins lose me with every step. I like a little turtle. I like a little turtle man. For gimmick form, I'm gonna go with this weird Obama Snow. And for legend, we're gonna go with Heatran, because I genuinely do not know why he is a legendary. I don't know why. I don't care about the 3 spirits. I don't really care about Palkia and Dialga, Giratina, whatever. Cresselia is cute. Darkrai, fine. Regigigas is, again, like, too much. Regigigas is the Machamp of the Machoke line. It's just all the things, too much of them. And I don't care about it anymore. Manaphy and Fion are fine, but as far as I'm aware, they're Pokemon that were created for their movies. Heatran is a complete mystery to me. I don't know anything about him. I don't know what his point in the story is. I don't know where he comes from. I don't know if he has a movie about him, because he doesn't look flashy enough to be a movie Pokemon. What the fuck is his deal? But he's in here with everything else, so I'm picking him.
Giratina, with no legs, is baller TBF.
And you're correct. But I never latched on, you know? For our winner, I'm gonna go. I do love. You know what? I'm putting it out here. I don't have the most love for my shiny Cherrim, exclusively because when it's not a sunny day, you can't tell. You can't tell it's shiny when the petals aren't open. And that is, like, almost as bad as a shiny that is just green. Right? We're going Chingling. I love him. My favorites team is looking to be, like, a whole bunch of really weak Pokemon and Nidoking. That's gonna be a disaster. Channel 5. Why is there a woman? What are the... Oh, these are from that, like, TV thing you could do, right? Yeah, you could send your Pokemon to, like, work at a TV broadcasting station, if I recall correctly. And these were, like, enemies that you had to fight for shows. And if I recall correctly, these are just robots. This is, like, a spooky guy. This is supposed to be, like, a 50-foot tall woman, I think. And, like, your Pokemon's supposed to fight her. Insane. Anyway, normal types are okay here. I like the deer that change with the season. I don't have a reason why, but Audino is adorable. And I think it's because it kind of reminds me of Chansey a little bit. But, like, this is the Chansey of the modern design philosophy, which was established in, like, 4. If they did remake a Chansey in this style, it would look like Audino. And I think that is solidified further as Audino is shown in the anime as, like, an assistant to the nurses and whatnot. It is the new Chansey. And something about that sits well in my guts. Fucking killer choices for fire. Fuck you, monkeys. You two are great. You're okay. All great. Cool. I'll learn to love you later. Pigs, oh, hey. Hello, everyone. Hi, Ogrim. Hello. Welcome in, everybody. If you don't know who I am, I'm Leshii the Dwarf, your non-binary variety dwarven VTuber. You've caught us as we're picking my favorite Pokemon. Per generation. We're doing Minecraft. That's right, you were having a little bit of chill Minecraft. I hope Minecraft's treating you well, bud. Sounds like not. Oh, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. I'm so sorry about that. I hope it treats you better next time. I hope life in general treats you better soon too, bud. I'm sorry that I can't do much to help, but I'm wishing you the best. You caught us as we're going through Pokemon. I'm trying to pick my favorites per gen, but we've just entered into the gens that I know almost nothing about. It's 3 hours for Sponge. Yeah, that's I've done that. I've done that exact same maneuver before. Nothing like a solid 3.5 minutes of mining fatigue 4. Nothing like being trapped at the bottom of a fucking bubble column, unable to get out during that too. You'll get there. I think that shit is bugged sometimes, quite frankly. Just being near enough to the fucking temple leads the elder to... But... Thank you. Yes. Just play out. Suffer with you, of course. Of course. Welcome to my rainy hole. I think just being near enough to the temple sometimes causes the Elder Guardian to just fuck you over with like 10 minutes worth of mining fatigue. It's awful. Welcome in. I hope you have a good rest of your night regardless of what you do. Don't let me keep you from eating, drinking, taking a shower, pooping, sleeping, whatever you do. Whatever you need to do. You know what? Why don't I also give a little refresh to anyone who wants to follow along and set up their own favorite Pokemon listing. That's the link that I'm using right there. Feel free to play around as you like. We're on Gen 5 fire types, and I'm admitting that despite the fact that they are beautiful pigs, I didn't grow up with this gen, so I don't have strong feelings about the Tepig line. They're great. I like them more than I used to. The problem is, as beautiful as this Pokemon line is, I have a lot of like very strong feelings about Victini. I could not even begin to tell you why. It's a guttural feeling. Something about this guy is so full of joy, so full of like energy that it juices me up. And he also is one of those that's like event only and doesn't appear anywhere else. I felt very lucky to have him. I hope ones like these kind of come out again someday. I hope they're not just treated as like these one-off event situations. I want to see them walking around in the world. Especially with the worlds that like Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet have set up. I want to see Victinis walking around, even if they're rare. Even if they're rare, I want to see them in the world and not as like this downloadable little fuzzball. But he's great. I love him. Although I will say that Tepig is a close second. But I will also say that that's tied for the Daruma line. Chandelure is also great. It's just such a strong generation for fire. Reshiram. Yes, I got it right. Reshiram is also fantastic. Water, slightly less. Slightly less of a strong one. Excuse me. Oshawott is a bit of a weak line. Panpour, I was tolerable of Timpole. He turned into this one? Palpitoad. I love Palpitoad. Palpitoad is like square in my heart. And then he turns into Seismitoad and I hate him. Hate him. Jellyfish, I don't fucking care. I don't do frills. I don't do fluffy frills and mustaches and rough. I had a Swanna. It's just called Swanna, okay. I had a Swanna that I was very happy with at the time, but I don't think I ever pulled her out in future games. Black and White was the last gen you really played. Well, you and I are kind of on the same page once we get a little bit further on, because I did not touch this one, I think. I'm gonna go ahead and do Seismitoad. Or Palpitoad? Palpitoad. He just looks so happy. I'm fairly certain that they intended for his little, like, grinning face to actually be a nose. But I'm interpreting it as a little smile. A little chubby face little fella with a smile. I like that. Grass was okay in this gen. I do like the deer. They're okay. Ferrothorn is, like, bizarrely disappointing to me because its concept is really strong, but it is such a weak defense-forward Pokemon that I never found any use for it. I could never find myself feeling happy with a Ferrothorn for its evolution in my party. It always felt like a detriment. And I don't... Despite the fact, again, that ground types are one of my favorite, I just don't do well with defensive-type Pokemon. Majority of the Pokemon you know from Pokemon Go. Well, it's a real mixed bag now, so you're probably more seasoned with the older gen, or the newer gens than I am. I'm gonna go with a Mungus, because he's funny, and also because that was the most recent shiny that I found. Just walking around in Scarlet and Violet, stumbled right over him. I looked at the ground, saw a Pokeball, and almost walked away until I wondered why it was blue. And it was one of him. He looks great. I love him. I wish I could turn him into his prehistoric form, but that's not really a thing, unfortunately. Electric types. This exemplifies my mixed feelings on electric types in general, I think. I just don't really care about any of these. What do you... Zekrom. Zekrom's cool. But electric types have never really been my thing. I'm gonna go with Joltik, just because I like a fuzzy spider. He looks like he'd be a friend, and he also looks like tiny Electivire. Once again, Electabuzz has controlled my taste in electric types, and it's just because it's Spider Electivire. Fuck me, I guess. For Ice type, we have a lot. The Vanilla Ice line is okay, but I really like Polar Bear. Beartic. This Beartic was, I think, the one that I picked up while playing White, where I started to make a team that was all bears. At this time, with Snorlax included, I believe there were only 5 bears, so I had to swing it as a 5-man team and frequently with an egg. But I did have an all-bear team. You can do it fully now with, like, Stuffle or whatever. You know, that's how it goes. Is this the origin of my Steam name? No, that predates this game. Tragically. The origin of my Steam name is weirdly, Whose Line Is It Anyway? As a disparaging joke against Jim Carrey. Not Jim Carrey, Drew Carey. That was a disparaging joke against Drew Carey, and it latched into my mind. Fighting type, again, I really like the Emboar line, but I don't have a lot of nostalgia for them. What I do have nostalgia for is Conkeldurr and his gross, bulgy muscles, and the way that he pulses in battle, how he looks like he's covered in inner tubes. I don't care. This weird, juiced-out rat beaver thing. I loved him. He was great. It's disgusting, but I loved him. Trubbish. I learned to love Trubbish later in life, but I love Trubbish. Ground type. Fuck, I love Golurk so much. This guy's one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. But in a ground type, he goes up against Excadrill. Because Excadrill is an underrated hero, and I think Excadrill being so powerful and honestly very cool looking once you like deal with the fact that he is also silly. is a good example of how ground type is frequently, like, underrepresented or underappreciated. Nobody ever talks about fucking ground type, but Excadrill carried my shit in this generation. I love him. Something about those quadruped fighting types makes me wary. Oh yeah. I feel like fighting types should have hands for throwing down with. How would you feel if I told you that these three were modeled after the Three Musketeers of legend, of myth, of tale, and this one was modeled after their squire? That is like the thing for them, is that they're the Three Musketeers as like horses. D'Artagnan? I fucking don't know. Probably. Flying. I love you. I love you, little vultures. I love you. But you know who I love more? I love Swoobat. I love Woobat. I love Swoobat. Their little heart stamp. Their little heart nose. More hug-nosed things should have heart noses. More. It's adorable. I can't break away. If 99% of Pokemon had to go away, this is one I would not let go. Can't. Psychic type. You know what? I'm making an executive decision. I'm picking Victini again. And that's because I forgot that Victini was a psychic type, and I can give fire type to Ambor, baby! I can put him back. I can give him back. And you know what? I'm gonna give it a little Tepig. Little Tepig. Because I keep giving it to the small Pokemon, apparently. I could give it to any of them in this line, but I'm giving it to Tepig. Victini can have psychic types. Psychic types were kind of weak in this. I do like Munna. I've already got you. I don't care much for you. You're weird. You're trying too hard to be Jinx. You're alt Jinx. You're goopy. You're aliens. And I never got you. And you're a guy. So, you know, there we go. Gotta watch the 90s Three Musketeers. I think we have, and then I just didn't, like, commit any of that information to long-term memory. We have watched that. I've seen over half of it. I don't think I've seen, like, the earliest bits. But you have shown that movie, and I have watched most of it, at least. And I just do not remember who's who. It's fun. It was fun. It was a good time. I just haven't watched it again since. Bug type? A hermit crab that carry big rock. I don't know. Bug types were okay in this era. Although it is very, very funny that we have these two that evolve when you trade them. In the way that this little bastard steals the armor off of this Pokemon, becoming like a knight, like an evil knight. And this one, having its armor stolen, becomes this fucking bitter shinobi, angry about this trade. This was a very creative choice, but I'm picking Crustle. Because I like a hermit crab with a big rock. For rock type, oh, that was bug type. Okay, rock type, a gemstone carry guy. He's like the crystal version of Metagross. 4 legs, bizarre mineral formations, 2 eyes, surly. That's it. You like Genesect? He's a cool one. I never got him. Tragically. Excuse me. Ghost type. I'm gonna pick Golurk, because he can also fly. And it is stated explicitly in Golurk's Pokedex entry that it fires like rocket jets out of its feet and out of its skirt to fly like the Iron Giant. And that is the funniest shit in the world to me. He is a mech. He's a small mech. And you hang onto his back as he jets around like a rocket. It is so goddamn funny. Also, he's extremely tough. He's an extremely powerful ghost ground, which is astonishingly bizarre. And I love him. What is this, dragon type? Fracture, you're okay. Dino, I don't need to pick a legendary. I don't know anything about Drudagon, but the fact that he looks like two different toys got mashed together is endlessly hilarious to me. He is a dragon type with none of the prestige at all. And dragon types are generally treated with like a lot of respect. They're generally very powerful Pokemon. Dino and Axew and their respective evolutions are extremely powerful. And they're very well known for that. But Drudagon, nobody ever talks about Drudagon at all. Seen the Pokemon clip where they say Hydreigon like 6 times in the span of a minute? I haven't. I didn't even say it right one time in a minute. Excuse me. For dark type, we're picking what's your name? Mandibuzz. There's some good dark types. Obviously Zoroark and Zorua. The Crocodile line is very good. Bisharp line, okay. You know, Dino's not bad. Dragon Dark is powerful. But nobody talks about Mandibuzz. And I am upset about that. As a flying dark type with a lot of ground type moves. Its kit has a lot in common with Marowak, which is very strange. Especially considering that it is more of a predator type than Marowak is, which is very much a defensive prey type animal. I know it's a carrion bird, you know what I mean. Steel type. I could always put in my boy Excadrill again, but I'm gonna put in an honorable mention for Clink Clink Cling. What are you? Clink Clang? That's right, you're Clink. You're Clang, and Clink Clang for the end result. It's just funny that they made Gears like objectively the same kind of Pokemon as Magnemite. I'm usually better at remembering names than this. Like it is just like connected singular versions of the same Pokemon, and its style is so much more interesting than Magnemite, where they're just stuck together. Who cares? Gears spinning together endlessly. Mwah. Chef kiss. Beautiful. Fairy type. Sure. I like you. You're a cute little fella. Best starter. Embor. Best alt. A lot of these are the TV ones. Oh, and there's Super Audino. And Super Garbodor. I think I have to give it to the 50-foot woman. Magnezone is a downgrade for the Magnemite line. 100%. 100%. It's such a weak addition to the line. It loses some of what makes Magnemite so quirky by just turning it into a bizarre magnetic UFO. Klinklang is just more of it in sync, right? You are building a clock. If there was ever going to be like a Gigantamax Klinklang, I hope it is fucking Big Ben of little Clinks all working together. Just a gigantic clock tower. Hi, Cowboy. Welcome in. If it ever got a Gigantamax form that is like unique, I swear to God, I hope it is just a clock tower. Right? For legendary, we're picking We're picking Reshiram, because Reshiram was one of my favorites of the legendaries of this tier, and also there's that cringy-ass song. For our winner, I'm gonna pull Swoobat. It's got a hog nose, so it counts. Best Pokemon idea you've heard in ages. Well, you know, there's a few that are already kind of like that, so it's something they would do. Okay, so normal types in Gen 6, I fell off here. A lot of these Pokemon I've come to know from later gens, like down here, but a lot of these are largely... I mean, obviously I know, like, Mega King is gone. Lil King is gone now. I don't know why Lopunny has her hair down. I don't know what's up with Mega Audino. I know that these are all just different regional forms of Furfrou, which I think a lot of them are actually from Pokemon Go. Original Furfrou had some options in the game, but I think a lot of these came from Pokemon Go. Mega Lopunny, she's a stronger fur bait by getting torn leggings. That's not true. She does have no leggings in the old. Yeah, you're right. All right, well, case dismissed. You got me there. I want to go with Litleo because he looks like he'd be a fun little fella to have around. For fire type, it's disappointing that we have a lot of these taken up by mega forms that I have no like personal attachment with, because if you count them out, kind of slim pickings. Delphox line is fine. Bird is okay. I don't feel that strongly about the Litleo line. I'm going with this guy. Volcanion? Yeah, Volcanion. He is a legendary, and he is a lot like Heatran in that I don't know why. I don't know what his story is. I don't know what part he plays in the overall plot. I don't know what he does for the world. And he looks goofy as hell. He looks, frankly, stupid. But he reminds me of Magmar a little bit. He is like if they gave Magmar legendary energy with a new design philosophy. And it is so strange. And I think the strangest part about it that really gets to me is that if you look at his sprite from the way that most of them are cropped, he looks like he's a tripod. He looks like he doesn't have a fourth leg. He does, it's back there. But it looks like it. Water type. Greninja's okay. I found a lot of love for this guy. What's your name again? Barbacle? He's just hands. He's the Diglett of an underwater like zone, right? They're just worms that have like claw hands, and then a bunch of them get together and form a guy, and that is so stupid. I think that like is something that will be a consistent pattern through this gen and on, is that some of my favorites are just that they are such a simple thing that combine to make something stupid. And that does it for me. That's all it takes. It just has to be stupid. We have Pumpkaboo, Phantump, excellent choices for grass. Go-Goat is fine. Chespin I never loved. I'm going with you, whose name I can't remember, Gorgeist. It's Marzipan from Homestar Runner. And she can become really big. Really big. That's it. That is the entirety of my thought process. For electric types, we have Dedenne. Dedenne. Even stranger. Dedenne. He's another electric mouse. He's another electric mouse that gets overshadowed by Pikachu, god damn it. I think he's supposed to be like a gerbil. He's got a tail that plugs in. He is what they wanted to be the new Pikachu, basically, but they couldn't let go of Pikachu because Pikachu was too important. If Pikachu was created in the new design philosophy, it would be Didan. I think we all kind of know that. Pinnacle guy is like if Doug Trio evolved into Doug Quint and got even more Diglets for legs. Yeah, if Doug Trio turned into 5 Diglets around just a clump of mud that is standing on the heads of 2 Diglets, that's this guy. The best Pokemon in the world is Bulbasaur and Ho-Oh and Mew, and you are entirely correct. I'm doing this because I haven't been able to pick, and I'm almost 30. I can't pick on a favorite Pokemon for 2 consecutive minutes. I have to pick my favorite of each category of each generation, or else I lose my mind. 3 or so years ago, I was tasked in my friend group, like everyone else, with creating like an ideal list of favorites to form one team. I picked 30 Pokemon because I cannot pick. I am so goddamn indecisive with this shit. But also, Pokemon's been important for a long period of my life, so I hope it doesn't do anything transphobic. Ha ha ha! I think about all the fucking Harry Potter shit I saw at my parents' house when I visited. Excuse me. Avalugg, I believe, is this one. I think you're Avalugg, yes. Glacier Pokemon is beautiful. He's not exactly an ice Lapras, but he kind of acts like one, and I like a Pokemon that chills out a lot. Like, a lot. Like, all he does is just float and bump into shit, and then start fights when he bumps into shit, but mostly he just floats. For our fighting type, we're gonna pick Pancham. He was a big part of my full bear team, which I realized was actually probably... I think it was this gen. When did I play? Pancham was part of it, or was Pancham like the final addition to it? Was Pancham the 6th bear? I don't remember. I don't know, anyway, I love Pancham. He's great. I added him to my team for a really long time. Just don't remember which generation. Poison, there are no winners here. I don't like the kelp seahorse. I don't care for seahorses. I'm gonna go with Mega Beedrill. Beedrill is one that I love later. I don't care much for Beedrill, but Mega Beedrill is cool. I think I only care about Mega Beedrill because I think I got Mega Beedrill in Pokemon Go before I stopped playing Pokemon Go. Ground type is sadly disappointing in this one. I'm going with Zygarde. I have never had a Zygarde. I don't know what Zygarde is like. I don't really know what it is. I think it's like a nano machine Pokemon. Like lots of little parts that form a thing. I don't know shit about it. I've had my opportunity to catch one, and I think I failed in like a Dynamax zone in Sword Shield. I don't know what its deal is, but it's one of 2 distinct, like, ground types introduced in this gen, and that is disgraceful. This gen is weak for ground types, and that hurts me. So I'm picking the green one, because I don't care about the Poop Rabbit. I don't care about you, Poop Rabbit. Flying. Bug. No, actually, I'm going to pick Hawlucha. Noibat, Noivern are very, very good. Yveltal, I think that's your name? Yveltal, yeah. You're cool, but I don't really get what you are other than the letter Y. And I don't care about Megas, and I don't really care about these beautiful butterflies. They're all so cute, but I don't care about them. But Hawlucha, he's fucking cool. So cool. I am a under-educated fan of Luchador. I don't have the opportunity to watch Luchador wrestling in America. Not where I live. But I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of this little fella. He's so small and he stands up to the world and he wins. He fucking crushes it. I love you, guy. Lucha Libre is next door. Lucha Libre is south of LA, and I am not south of LA anymore. Psychic type, I like the idea of Hoopa? Yeah, Hoopa. But I never got him. I love Malamar. And I don't remember exactly why. Other than it is a Pokemon that is described almost entirely by how fucking evil it is. Poke Sudoku, I would die. I would die, Nor. Also, hi, Nor. You know what? What are you gonna do about it, Nor? Everyone go check out Nor. Norwegian is one of the kindest snakes around, one of the best I've ever met. I'm picking my favorites of every gen of every type. And I'm struggling because I didn't play some of the most recent gens. Netflix has Lucha Underground. I'll have to look into it. Kind isn't the word you use right now. Well, kind describes the majority of my interactions with you, so it's going to be where I am. Besides, I'm made of rocks. You can't bite into me. But yeah, no, like the Pokedex entries for Malamar describe it as like this Machiavellian villain. It's hateful, it's evil, it does horrible things to people and Pokemon. It lies, it steals, it thieves. It is like the quintessential evil villain of Pokemon, and it's a stupid fucking squid that got turned upside down. You know how you get it? If I'm remembering correctly, this one has to evolve while your DS is held upside down. Not evolve, sorry. This one has to level up while your DS is upside down. It could have been way better. I don't care. It's such a silly, stupid little thing, and I love it. He's also surprisingly powerful. His special ability, I don't remember what it was, but it carried me for a little while. I am gonna say that I'm a fan of Esper, but only because it is the only Pokemon I know of that has the 1,000-yard stare. Esper was born with PTSD. Esper is psychic. It has pre-trauma stress disorder. This thing hasn't suffered yet, but it knows it will. It's just waiting. Ground type. Excuse me. Psyduck and Slowpoke stare vacantly. Esper stares knowingly. That's exactly it. Bug type has the one. Never mind all the mega evolutions. It has this line. You know, if you like that. I don't hate... What are you? Pavilion, yeah. I don't hate Pavilion. I don't have strong feelings about Pavilion. I'll pick you. I like your color. I'm sure you're like slightly non-standard, but you know, close enough. Egolius Fortuna. I really hope that I pronounced that correctly. I have a strong feeling that I didn't. Hello. Nincada's second evolution Shedinja has fun evolution requirement. It does. It does. Shedinja is a very... It's very indicative of a design philosophy, not in visual style, but in gameplay, that I'm kind of sad they didn't bring back more of. I think Malamar is a case of one that is kind of like that. But that was special. That was a very special time. Shedinja was very unique. Being young enough to have to learn how to do it through like rumors on the schoolyard. Oh, that was peak. That was peak shit. There was nobody on the internet who could tell you better than Terry, who is 10 years old and lives down the block. Holy shit. And it's disappointing that they don't do that more, but it is what it is, you know. I think this is Rock. Yeah. We have Handman again. We have the Tyrannosaurus fossil Pokemon. We have this one. I like Carbink, and I think that's DNC. But something about Carbink, I think I just have a soft spot for like gemstone Pokemon. Just clearly evident because I picked gemstone at the first chance I could. I didn't realize that there were so few before. I'm a dwarf. I love me some gemstones. I don't think I've ever... I think I caught my first one last night because I was playing Pokemon on a whim while I was, like, doing something else. Sorry, I think it was, like, Friday night. I think I was vending at a venue, playing the Switch during, like, down hours. And I went through a cave and I saw one of these and realized I never caught one and caught one for the first time. I don't know how good it is. I kind of don't care. I think it's adorable. I just don't know if it's like a special thing, but I did just kind of find it in a cave, so I guess it's not that special. I'll explore it more and let y'all know. Still, I love its design. It's so cute. It's very, very good from this gen. Where ground fails, Rock steps up to the fucking plate. And that's because I could clearly pick a 5-arm man again. And also, these two are not bad. I just don't have a lot of nostalgia for them. I pronounced the name correct. Thank God. Aeolius Fortuna. Lovely to have you here. Clearly you've been here before, but I had to see your name again properly to remember it, apparently. Sorry about that. Carbink just got a big Pokemon Go quest chain recently. I mean, it's a special one. It's a unique creator. I don't have a lot like it. Ghost type. Can't go wrong with Aegislash, but I think I'm actually going to go with Phantump. I love me the Halloween vibes, and these two are like hand in hand, the peak of that. Dragon type, not bad at all. I think I'm going Noivern? Noibat. I don't care much for Noivern, but Noibat is a cutie, is a little cutie. Dark type. I forget that Greninja's the dark type. Greninja's okay. I never had one. Honestly, I think it was this. You know, I'm gonna fucking check. Give me a sec. Rummage around. X and Y. Did I play X and Y? Did I finish X and Y? I don't remember. See what's in a box. I have. Yeah, I have Pokemon Y. Did I finish you? That might be something that I do soon. I guess I have played this one. I think as I got into Pokemon Y, honestly, Pokemon White was probably where I came back, and I had this long-standing philosophy that in the early days, particularly 2 and 3, because I skipped 4, I felt like I kept letting myself be carried by my starter, and I didn't like how little of the world I got to interact with. because I just let my starter smash everything as the de facto, like, most powerful Pokemon in my party. Especially before the advent of, like, early and easily accessible EXP shares. So starting with White and carrying on to Y, I just would catch a few Pokemon and then bank my starter immediately, and then I wouldn't ever, like, interact with it again. Saying that makes my heart hurt. That feels really sad. But that's what I did for a really long time. I think I only stopped doing that in Scarlet Violet. And that's a lot because the starter there was adorable. But I don't sincerely remember what I had for a starter in this one, because it got banked immediately. That was just my philosophy at the time. But Greninja's okay. Greninja has had enough publicity that I don't really feel bad picking it. I just don't have super strong feelings about it. Steel type Klefki, easy. Aegislash, Duoslash, whatever. You're cool. Klefki is a Pokemon that I would love to have in my own life, you know? I don't know why. For Fairy type? Yeah, Fairy type. I'm gonna go with Spritzy. Here's Spritzy, yeah? Aromatisse. Spritzy's the lower one. Yeah. I think I like Aromatisse because it has the Jinx factor. She's just sassy. Is Fairy, I guess. I think she was Psychic at one point, maybe both. I guess not. We already did our Psychic, so it's just Fairy type. I don't know. Something about her really strikes me. I never used her in battle. Oops. Starter. I'll go with Delphox. Alternate form. Oh god. We'll pick Diancie. Cute. Like Mega Mawile. Mega Mawile is cool. I just never interacted with any of these. It just never happened. The best is it legendary? Is Diancie? Hold on. Does Carbink not evolve into Diancie? It doesn't. It is a relative of Carbink, but it does not evolve into Diancie. Okay. So I just have a Carbink that won't evolve into anything. That's chill. I wonder how I can get my hands on a Diancie. If I ever will or not, I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter that much. We'll go with Diancie. No, we're gonna go with Hoopa, actually, because I also want Hoopa. Is just a mischievous little fucker. And the best of the best, going to go to Hands. He's surprisingly powerful, I promise. What was your name again? Barbarical? Yeah. Barbarical. Not to be messed with, Mr. High five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 7. High 7.
Drop him off Nakatomi Plaza. Call that Hans Gruber.
God damn it. Is it spoiler to say how you might get one in the game? Legendary Stone Pokemon. No. Feel free. If I don't know where it comes from, my default expectation is that it will be like a code. If it's not a code, I will absolutely be happy to find out. Right? Especially with the consideration that I own this game and I just don't remember it very well and probably haven't finished it. So we'll see what that's about. If I have finished it and I've just pulled the Pokemon off of it and walked away, then maybe I'll just play it again. Maybe I'll just do that. I don't know. Feel it out. In fact, Pokemon, you need to go to a Pokemon licensed Pokestop to receive a code. You get a mini mission to unlock it. Is that Pokemon Go? If that is Pokemon Go, then that's... I guess if that's the only way for me to get one. We'll see if I can do that. God knows Pokemon Go is a miserable experience out here. It's not fun. We'll see. We'll see. Gen 7. I do not remember Gen 7. Sun and Moon. Did I have Sun and Moon? Find out. Was Sun and Moon all Alola? If so, because then I didn't play it at all. Okay, Pokemon White, Pokemon Y. Yeah, I missed this one. Okay. Stop and shit. One moment. Pokestop had different meaning back then. Yes. More official Nintendo licensed code giver store. I do not have the slightest idea where I might find that. But sure someone might know something about getting it. I don't know. I'll look into it. Dog Dragon from the Never-Ending Story. I don't know anything about that. It is a bit of a chimera, isn't it? Normal type. I think I'm going with Drampier. What's your name yet? Grandpa. I like a fluffy dragon who's like nice and friendly to kids. But I also like the weird sage orangutan. We're gonna hold on to you, maybe. Fire type. Incineroar is fantastic. Salazzle is fantastic. Alolan Marowak is great. But I love this guy, and I could not tell you what his deal is. Turtonator is one of those weirdos who's a little bit like Magmar. Who does not evolve from or into anything. His battle stance is extremely strange. I don't know what his deal with, but I like it. Water. We have one Pokemon versus a million Pokemon. We have the Scolipede of the sea. Hissy Fish. I like the sea urchin Pokemon a little bit, but I'm really a big fan of Pikumuku. Big fan. Still a little sea cucumber bastard. He's stupid as hell. Love him. This origami bastard is an ultra beast, if I remember correctly. Is that correct? I must say I'm a bit of a fan of the praying mantis, but I also cannot disregard my love of Delmise. I sometimes feel like I am the only person who likes Delmise. It is a ghost grass type Pokemon, and the stupidest thing about it is that the Pokemon is the seaweed, not the anchor, not the steering wheel, not all of it together. The Pokemon is very specifically the seaweed that holds on to it. That is what is alive. It just throws the other things around as a convenient tool.
That's dumb.
And I love it. Controversial opinion, Magmortar looks like a Mega Man enemy. Not even a Robot Master, like you find him as a mid-boss trying to get Heatman. You're right. That's not controversial at all. That is exactly what his deal is. He has cannon hands. He can't pick things up anymore because his hands are cannons. He is a Mega Man enemy. He might be a boss in one of the worst games. But no, he's like a mid-boss at best. Electric types. I like you. Charge a bug. You're like a toaster. But I think I'm picking you. Zeraora. I don't know where you come from or what your deal is. But you're like Electric Lucario, and nobody remembers you, and I like you. I got you from an event in Sword and Shield. So I don't know why you're here. I don't know what your deal is, but you know, I like him. I don't feel that strongly about any of the other electric types. I don't care much for bugs. The birds are okay. This guy's fine. I don't know anything about the spirits. I don't know anything about the ultra beasts. As funny as a Tangled of Wires is. Raichu's fine. I don't care about electric Geodude. And I'm not picking a Pikachu with a different hat. So I'm picking you. Ice type. I'm going with the Yeti crab. He's dumb. I like that. I don't have strong feelings about him, but I like that. He's just a Yeti for no good goddamn reason. This is what, fighting type? I think I would like the, like, gold-plated things. I think I would like the Shadow Fella if I had them, but I don't. But the stupid monkey that throws fruit is very funny, and the buff mosquito is even fucking funnier. But I don't think you can take Ultra Beasts out of the game. Buzzswole, yes. I don't remember if you can take them to, like, Pokemon Home. I think they are, like... I don't think they're catchable. I'm gonna go with the monkey that throws fruit, and that's it. That's all he does. There's the poison mosquito dragon. You're cool. I've heard of you. I don't know anything about you. Going with Salazzle. You can get him in Pokemon Go. I have seen that, yeah. Ground type. I could do Dugtrio with hair, but I'm gonna go with Palisand. You can't go wrong with the Sandcastle Ghost. That is an impeccable idea. That is higher on the list than Vanilla Ice, and that is already a very fun idea. Flying type. I have to go with the little meteorite, fellas. Pick orange. I love that idea. It's a very tragic kind of tale. Again, they're little, they're colorful, they may not be powerful, but they look like a lot of fun. They look like they're having a great time, and they have a bizarrely tragic fucking...
Ba-dooba-dop-ba-dooba, ba-dooba-dop, Alolan Dugtrio.
Thank you. There's a bizarrely tragic tale to the meteorite Pokemon, and I love them. Alolan Dugtrio, you get none of my love. But you're silly, and I appreciate that. What is this? Psychic? Yeah. Orangutan. I like Cosmog. I don't really care for it evolving into other things. I don't know what the hell these are. Different versions of the sun and moon Pokemon? I don't care. I'm going with the orangutan. Psychic orangutan is funny. Bug type. Do like the fairies. Little fairy fellas. So small. But I think I'm gonna go with Charger Bug. I like the little toaster. That's about as far as my bug tastes go. It's little... Ah! Hello, everybody. Hello, Justa. Hello, Nor. Hi, Lubast. Hello, Spook. Hello, Prince. Same person. War Tortoise. Hello, welcome in. Excuse Excuse me. Hello, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. If you don't know who I am, I'm Leshii the Dwarf, your non-binary variety dwarf VTuber. You caught us on the first stream that I've been able to do since I got sick almost 2 weeks ago. I did one stream with Rye since then, but I could not do anything else. Anyway, my throat's still a little fucked, so we're taking it easy and picking favorite Pokemon. That's it. Justa, if I remember correctly, you're doing ad infinitum again. I've been meaning to catch it, but it's always when I have other things. I'm sorry. I hope it's doing well. I hope you're casting your spell very well, and I hope everyone's helping you. All I need is Joltik. I don't think it's... I do have Joltik. Joltik is over here. I have Joltik over here in the electric types. Because I don't care for bug types, but apparently I also don't care for electric types much. And Joltik is like the only good choice. Especially in its category. Joltik is great. Going good. Yes. I'm glad. I hope everyone is helping you cast your brilliant spell. I hope everything is going well. I have haste that is bad, and I think I will be disappointing everyone as I carry on, but regardless, I hope life is treating you well. Don't feel obligated to stick around if you don't want to. Do take care of yourself, take care of your body. Go have a drink, have a eat, have a poop, sleep, whatever you need. You have been on this train for long enough. I know you need to do a little self-care. Gotta make your schedule and then make dinner. There we go. I really appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate you bringing everyone along with me. Only 7 days straight so far, 14 more to go. Whoa, oh, buddy. Buddy, I worry about you at the end of these things. You always make it a spectacular event. I always have so much fun watching, but if there's anyone who skirts the line of burnout, Justa, you get real close sometimes, it seems so. I'm sure at the end of it, there's a relief to being able to play just whatever and not worry about it too much. But regardless, thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna ruin some folks' feelings by saying that rock in this generation is kind of weak. We have dog, we have midnight dog. I don't know what the orange dog is from, and a bunch of these guys. As tempted as I am to put Minior again, I don't think that's exactly the right way to go about it. So I'm gonna put Rockruff. Everybody likes a dog. I like dog. It's just not one I go for. But when given very little else, I like Rockruff. Rockruff is adorable. This ghost? Excuse me. Snuck up on me. I am so tempted to put Delmise again, but Mimikyu is all right. You know, I'll put Broken Mimikyu. Why not? I like the Midnight Dog, but only because he looks like Yori Yagami from King of Fighters. He does a little bit. Again, I missed this entire generation, so I don't have a lot of strong feelings. I think if I did play it, I would probably pick Rockruff. He's very cute, but it just didn't latch on to me. For dragon, I forgot that you're a dragon. Grandpa, I know. I'm gonna go with the aren't you Zygarde? You're a generation late, aren't you, buddy? Turning into a dog and then a common rider. As far as dragons go, I want to pick the like gold coin ones. Very much my flavor, but again, I don't have personal attachment. I think I've already picked out everything else I like, and I don't like Alolan Exeggutor, so I'm gonna pick you. Dark. I'm gonna pick Alolan Muck. for my boy Gen, who is not awake to see this. But Gen is a big fan of Muck, and I don't feel strongly about dark types in this gen. Hi, Tutko. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Turt is superior because Turt. Well, I've got Turt back here. Don't you worry. How many Quagsires and Whoopers do I have yet? None. But I've got a lot of pigs. Let's see. What is this? Steel type. You're the Pokemon Go one. The one that's goopy. Pokemon Go. I always wanted Magearna, but I missed that event. And I feel bad about that. One day I'll find my way to get my hands on her, but you know that is what it is. As far as steel types go, I honestly might pick Meltan, I think it is. Yeah, Meltan. Just because he's don't have a lot of lovely feelings about Pokemon Go, but of anything that could be going on, I think Meltan is a better example. Fairy type. Yeah, fairy type. Little flutterbug. Cutie fly. It's cutie fly. Very nice. Hey, original Quagsire is okay. Whooper's cute. However, both of them are improved in Scarlet and Violet. Both of them are chef kiss beautiful. Meltan is weird, and when it launched, there was a weird bug, and everything was dittos for like an hour. Wasn't that intentional? Or did they just gaslight everyone into thinking it was intentional? Best starter is clearly Incineroar, no question. Best alt form is Alolan Marowak. Fucking sick. Best legendary. I really like Cosmog, but I don't like what it evolves into. I don't care about Sundog or Lunar Bat. I don't care about Rectal Pill. I just like a puffy little guy. I'm picking him. Best of the group. It's a bit of a hard one because I don't have a lot of ties to this one. But if there is any of these that I sincerely go back and pick up again and again, it's Delmise. And that's slowly pulling us away from itty-bitty baby boys. In terms of my gen favorites, I guess. Sword and Shield, getting back into it, I am aware of everything here now. That's not true, because Sword and Shield was also Arceus Legends, and I did not play that yet. I want to, but I haven't gotten to. These guys, Indeedee, I don't remember you well, but I think I like you on concept. But it is impossible for me to pick anything other than Obstagoon. Like, Zigzagoon was the rodent pest of Gen 3 where I hit my strongest stride. And after all these years, they give him a punk rocker haircut, and he gets to stand on two legs. Oh, buddy, that's everything. That's everything to me. Fire types, Torkoal. I love a lump of hot coal. Love his lump of hot coal. The shiny farm is Ziggy Stardust. It sure is. Obstagoon is great. Torkoal. Colossal. That's right. This one's Torkoal. No, this one's Carkol. Torkoal must have been the small one, which is only rock type. Anyway, I love him. He's great. I still have him on my team, I'm pretty sure. Water type, a bit fucked up because of the piecemeal fish bastards. I don't remember them giving Palkia hooves, but I think that might be from Arceus. Do like the bizarre pelican, but I think the winner here for me is Urshifu. Not a lot of people talk about it, but having this cool Kung Fu bear coming out with one of the DLCs was a treat. Unlocking it and helping it like grow was a treat. I love that. That was great. He's a killer in battle. His animations are fantastic. I don't know a lot about him. I haven't spent a lot of time with him, but haven't really given me an opportunity to. So, fuck it, you know? What the fuck are you? Darude. What is Zarude? Darude. Are you just like a... Yeah, you're just oh, you're a mythical Pokemon. Okay. Isle of Armor. I didn't find you. My bad. I don't think I've finished the Isle of Armor either. Regardless, it doesn't even matter. It's not even the best grass type. It's Appleton. It's clearly Appleton. Appleton is like my best friend. I love a Pokemon you can eat. I love a Pokemon that wants you to eat it. Like in its fucking Pokedex entries, it's talking about how it'll let kids like nibble on its little flaky pastry parts. That's great. That's great. Electric, killer options all throughout. Fantastic. It's gonna be base form Toxtricity. He was so fun to use in combat, and he's the first pick that isn't yellow. He's got a great attitude. I love him. Ice type. It's I like Snom, but I never used it because I didn't want to evolve it, and I don't know anything about Frosmoth because I didn't care about it. I'm gonna go with the Penguin with an ice block. I also never used it in combat, but I think about it all the goddamn time. Peak fighting type, excuse me. Could it be anything else? Could it be anything else but Phalanx? It's 6 guys. They're best friends. They are Kirby enemies. The one that's the leader is only the leader because its horn is bigger. That's it. It's got a fantastic animation for its signature move as well. But more than anything, it's just 6 guys. Just about the only problem with it, with them, sorry, is that when it follows you in the world, it's like a single line. They couldn't work it out, or they didn't work it out, so that they would trail behind you like a snake. They're always in an extremely rigid line, and that's disappointing, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. Poison type. I love Big Gengar. But, quite frankly, it's Big Gengar. I know that's like a special form or whatever, but I've already got these fellas. I don't have a lot of strong feelings about this guy. What is your name? Eternatus? You're interesting as an end Pokemon, but you know, whatever. These two were not in the game that I played. So it's Big Gengar. It's huge Gengar. Ground type. It's gonna be Coffergrigus as a stone tablet. This one stayed with me for quite a while. Yeah, I don't know. He's fucking cool. He moves in a more interesting way than just the sarcophagus, and that plays a lot into it. It's the ambiance. It's the energy. This is a cursed as shit stone. It's not just some dumbass mummy who's like, oh, morning already. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm in here for the ambience. I'm here for the scares. This stone tablet wants to kill me. Fuck yeah. Flying type. Gulper. Cramorant. Easy. He's stupid. That's it. What do you want from me? What do you got? Psychic type. With all due respect. Hatterene. Beautiful, gorgeous. I'm picking Mr. Mime. Mr. Rhyme, sorry. I fell in love with him at first sight. Frankly, I fell in love with the original Mr. Mime Cold. And then this one evolved and it's scary. It's like genuinely terrifying and it tap dances. And that is so horrific that it captured my heart instantly. Right? Like, how can you ignore that? What the fuck are you? What? What are you? Cleavor. What is Cleavor? Cleavor and Hisui. Okay, so that is Arceus. Okay. It evolves from Scyther when exposed to a black... I don't know what that... Okay, so it's Axe Scizor. Why didn't nobody ever tell me that there was a fucking prehistoric Axe Scizor? That's sick. I love that. I like that so much I'm picking it. What? I've never had him and I'm picking it. I don't care. Rock type, Stonejourner. He's doing his best. He's just a guy. He's going places. That's it. Ghost type. I'm a big old fan of Poltegeist. Though I will say that the ghostly Corsola are so rooted in my heart. The only reason that I can't pick them is because Poltegeist is right there. In Legends Arceus. I'm so mad that I didn't play Legends Arceus. I'm gonna get it. Dragon type. The best dragon type is, as everyone knows, the Skyscraper Dragon. He's just cool. He looks like a fucking doofus in battle, and I don't care. Great. Dark type. I gotta go with Grimmsnarl? Is that your name? Yeah, Grimmsnarl. Little impy hair imp turns into fucking Bobo. Basically. He's fun. I like him. Have I seen what that Skyscraper Dragon turns into in the new expansion? I have not. I don't have the new expansions yet. I can't afford that yet. It's on the list. I haven't gotten there yet. Steel type, I really like Capparaja. Or Q-Fant, I guess. I like a copper. I like that they have... Look, Steel's been really samey so far. Scizor was like a standout for a while, but other than that, it's just been like silver-plated for a while. Finally, they give us something that's a different metal, and it's... Even when it becomes this marbled, like, rusted thing, it's not like stainless steel, right? That's what I want. Explore metal. It's not just steel. It's everything. This guy's gallium, basically. Or mercury, either way. Turns into its entire bridge. That's terrifying. Frankly, that's awful. I love it. What the fuck? Anyway, what is this music? What? I'm gonna get to the end of this track. Strange old man mumbling in my ears. Excuse me. What is this? Fairy type? Hatterene, again, love you. Alchemy. I love a food Pokemon, and this one evolved so creatively. It's whipped cream, and you have to evolve it by spinning. And you can adorn it with different decorations to change its color and its ornaments? Are you kidding me? It's beautiful. They really knocked it out of the park with Alchemy. It may not be powerful. It does not matter in the slightest to me. It's so cute. So cute. For starter, I'm going the Kiki Rabbit. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I'm pretty sure I started with Sobble. But I like Rabbit. He's cool. I like Sucker Boy. Alternate forms, there's a lot to pick from, but the vast majority of them come from maybe not the vast majority of them. Only a few of them actually come from Hisui. I think I'm gonna have to pick excuse my clicking. I guess these are all Gigantamax, aren't they? Yeah. Hard. Real hard. I think I'm actually gonna pick what is it? Galleon Zapdos. I think it's fighting type now, but it's a beautiful reimagining of its design. I love that thing. It's really cool. Why are you legendary, you weird ass fucking baboon? Whatever. The legendaries for Sword and Shield are okay. A lot of these are mythic type or not mythic type, but like mythic Pokemon. These are the only real legendaries. So let's be real. I guess the Reggies are and the birds are, but I'm going with the deer with fat head. His storyline is stupid and I love him. That's it. And for our winner, the one I come to every single time, it's Phalanx. Every time. Every time. For normal types, Lechonk. I love the evolved forms, but I love Lechonk even more. It's just the perfect pig. I could look at Lechonk all day. Beautiful design. Perfect. Wonderful. For fire type, we have some interesting choices. What the hell are you? Oh, right, you're new. You. Gouging fire? You must be new as well. I like the weird ghostly fire fella. Really, really love Fuecoco. I love the pepper idiot more. But I think also I don't care much for a lot of other grass types, so I'm going Fuecoco. Water type. You can tell that I haven't finished this one yet, or come even close, because so many of these are like complete strangers to me. I'm gonna pick the sushi fish, just an extremely bizarre option. Where are you from? Innis Chai? I would pick you if I knew where you were from. You're dipped Applin? I really gotta finish this fucking game and get the DLC and such. Smoliv is cute. I actually really like the tumbleweed Pokemon, but I more than anything, I love the peppers. Love the peppers. Love the peppers. Electricity. Bit weak, frankly. But the little lantern frog is cute. Ice also kind of weak. I think I liked how goofy Frigibax is. I don't think I've evolved it to full. Oosh. But Frigibax is like a... What's that American cryptid that cries all the time? It's got a really sad name, like the Gump or whatever. Cryptid that cries all the time. The Squonk. It's the Squonk of dragon types. Babies, sure. If Frigibax is the Squonk of dragon types, I can say no more about that subject. He's just so sad and bizarre. Fighting type is like this. The hell are you? Okie dokie? What? Of the ones I know, fighting type, while it is insanely funny to me that this is just a flamingo that kicks real hard, this Annihilate, that was it, who is like this ghostly primeape who is overcome with feelings of like unquenchable rage and sadness, particularly over the loss of its friends, and it turns into this vengeful spirit. Is so fucking funny and cool. Pokemon Aqua. Yeah, he is. Excuse me. This is poison. It is impossible for me to pick. What are you? Feature Runt? Pheasant Petey? Monkey Dory? What is this line? Regardless, I really love the pick nose monkey, the drawing monkey. I don't really know what these are. I have them, and I don't know what they are. They're just bizarre, like, aliens. They're fun. I really love the engines, but I have to give it to Clodsire. Clodsire is a big dog, and I want him as my friend, frankly. So I'm actually going to move over to ground type so that poison can be the bizarre alien creature. I forgot that ground type on this was so weak. Granted, there are all these alternate forms, but I don't think you can capture them, and that is the greatest crime. I haven't even fought any of them, so fuck me, really. Also, a land tentacruel, hate that. I hate that. That's it. For flying type, we have like the rockabilly birds that have turf wars. Which I'm actually gonna pick. I'll pick blue. They were a fun addition to the world, even if I don't think I ever caught them. They did make the world feel a little more interesting. Psychic. It's gonna be this little fella. I know it turns into a bizarre psychic ostrich, but I really like the little form. Something about that little like UFO kind of drifting creature is it hits a good point. For ground, for bug, we're going the Turd Wrangler. What's your name? Relor? Right. The names on this tier are bad. Rock type, we're going with Knackle. Knackle Stack? Garganackle. Yeah, this one's Knackle Stack. You know, I'm gonna pick Knackle Stack purely because A, actually a very good rock type Pokemon. B, it's salt. C, it looks and moves like a Minecraft sheep. And I can't get past that. Sorry, I had to cough there. Ghost type, I will go with, I'm a real big fan of the Money Fella, but I haven't evolved him yet. But I love the ghost dog. I think I named it Mumpy in my gameplay. He's cute. Even when he's like this big tomb dog, he's still cute. Still wants to be your friend. Dragon type. I'm picking Cyclizar with the knowledge that I'll never have one. I'll never have a reason to have one because I will have had one of the other two. But Cyclizar could have very easily become a very unique replacement to bikes if you were able to customize your Cyclizar and not just have, you know, legendary version. Right? Can y'all see this vision with me? I found it deeply disappointing to just have like the legendary of this tier just be your bike. Just not very interesting to me. But to have these rogue ones running around, which are like descendants, right? And having other people in the world have theirs set up with like bizarre little accessories and setups. that was like great world building. Hi, Cereza. If we could have our own Cyclizar and customize it ourselves, that would have been such a peak replacement for the bike. And they didn't give it to us. Dress them up like Furfrou. Exactly! Exactly! If you could give them accessories that turn into like different forms of handlebar, if you could give them different outfits that had different patterns on them, randomize like Spinda, yeah, any customization whatsoever, and then it can also be your bike. Imagine that. Imagine that. Instead of just getting purple or red bike Pokemon. I'll never get past that. I'll never live that down. Dark type. It's unavoidably Mabostiff. I think this one was actually Mumpy. I don't remember what this one was named after. He's cute. Not Rockruff. Mastiff. He's trying so hard to be a tough little guy, and then he turns into a big, tired dog. He is tough. He's tired. He's so tired. I like him. He reminds me of myself. I can't not pick Tinkaton. I love the engine, but I haven't gotten it to evolve yet, and Tinkaton is just... It's great world building. It's a cute design. It's extremely powerful. Like myself. It's beautiful. It's great. Even if limitations meant they didn't have that form in battle and only in the shared open world, such a lost opportunity. Exactly. Exactly. You feel me? Fairy type, it's the bread dog. It's the bread dog. That's it. Love that Tinkaton doesn't even prey on the Corviknights. She just does that because she hates birds. Yeah, that's it. She's not eating the birds. Just fucking hates birds. Why? Fuecoco. Best gimmick form. I'm gonna give it to the Fire Tauros. I haven't caught one yet. I keep trying to, but it's like strangely very rare. Best legendary. I don't have any of these yet. I don't have any of these yet. I mean, I guess I have like Koraidon, but I guess I'll pick Koraidon. I don't have any of the others yet. I don't know what you are. I don't know what you are. I don't know what you are, but I want to. What are you? You? I don't know. I'll find out. Best of this, Lechonk. Frankly. Figuring out all our favorite other things. Favorite normal type, I'm gonna say Lechonk. Favorite fire type, Magmar. Excuse me. Favorite water type, Relicanth. Favorite grass type, Sunflora. Favorite electric type. I'm actually gonna do Toxtricity. Really love Toxtricity in the new one. Favorite ice type, Swinub. Favorite fighting type, Phalanx. Favorite ghost type. Or sorry, that's poison type. Favorite poison type is rubbish. Favorite ground type is Nidoking. Shiny. Favorite flying type is Swoobat. Favorite psychic type is Oink. Favorite bug type is Illumise, actually. Favorite rock type? One's tough. I think Magcargo. Favorite ghost type is Golurk. Favorite dragon type is... I hate to say Latios, but it is. Favorite dark type is Mandibuzz. Favorite fairy type, or steel type rather. I think the copper elephant. Favorite fairy type, Granbull. Favorite starter. You. Favorite gimmick form. 50-foot lady, baby. Favorite legendary, I think, is going to be Jirachi. Favorite. Favorite. My favorite is going to be 50-foot lady. You know I can't make a decision. You know I can't make a choice. I love all of these. I want to put... There are Pokemon that I can't fit on this list that I want to wrap up into my big ol' arms. All of these Pokemon I want to hold. A couple of exceptions. A couple of them. But they're beautiful Pokemon. I love them all. I can't decide, and I'm not deciding tonight, and I never will. Best Pokemon of all time is 50-foot woman from TV show. Can she be shiny? Yes. You know what? Shiny 50-foot woman. She's in a yellow skirt. Fuck it. That's what we got. Team. We're gonna... Oh. Click a team box. We're gonna do that. We'll put, Phalanx. We'll pick, Boink. Excadrill. Who else? You know what? Barbaracle. And Golurk, I think. That's my team, I guess. Enjoy that. Enjoy the Spoink alongside all these other very powerful Pokemon. Favorite regional bird? Rockabilly. Favorite regional mammal? Lechonk. Favorite regional bug? I actually really like Ladybug. Favorite pseudo-legendary? This guy, because he's a freak. He's just a real freak. He's the Squonk. Favorite Pikachu clone? It's too many Pikachus. I do like Morpeko. I do like Morpeko. He's fun. Favorite evolution? Big. No, actually, I'm a fan of. I think I'm honestly a fan of Jolteon more than the others. Favorite fossil? I love a good. I always felt that the fossils are kind of weak in design. I think I'll go with Armaldo. Favorite regional form? Wooper. Favorite Gigantamax? I am a big fan of Gigantic Colossal. Favorite baby? That would be Chingling, I think. So Smoochum is a very close second. Screaming right now. I'm glad. Good. Scream some more. Favorite box legendary? Kyogre. Favorite mythical? Victini. Favorite Ultra Beast? Buzzwole. Favorite Paradox? I have experienced very few of them, but I'm gonna go with the Robo-Delibird. Favorite type? Ground. Favorite Pokeball? I try to hit them with a Premier Ball or a Luxury Ball whenever I get the chance. However, what is not available here is the brief time, and I think Heart Gold, Soul Silver, maybe? Where you could customize your own Pokeball with, like, stickers that would cause, like, effects to go off when you threw out your Pokeball. People would put letters on them that would spell out, one, funny things. Two, the reason they don't do this anymore. Slurs. Not a fan of that. However, you can make your Pokeball sparkle any way you want. I miss that so much. Which is probably why I use Luxury Balls all the fucking time. Favorite Spinda? No favorite Spinda. Favorite Pavilion? I like you. Favorite Alchemy? Here we go. I think I did whichever one was Salted Caramel. I think it's this one. I think this one's Salted Caramel. And I did, what did I do? I think it was Purples. Throw out your Pokemon and have it say fart. You could. You absolutely could. Favorite new evolution? Honchkrow is a really strong choice. New evolution. That's a bizarre way to word that. The bizarre Viking cat is good. I think, honestly, it's either going to be like the evil Primeape, or it's gonna be Dunsparce. It's so dumb. It doesn't make it more powerful to my knowledge. It's just more Dunsparce, but I think it's gonna be the evil Primeape. And that's everything. That's the list, everybody. I'll put it in Discord, but I think that's us wrapping up for the night. Thank you all for joining me in my very mixed bag of taste. I hope to see you all again soon. I don't really have anything else following up after this, but we've managed to go for almost our usual time, despite starting quite late. Why don't we take a minute to see who's around to raid? I have this bizarre, jaunty tavern music in my ear. Let's see. You know who I haven't raided in a minute? I haven't raided Many. We're gonna raid over to Many. Many is a longtime pal longtime friend of the stream. We're gonna go ahead and to send over to her. Very recently, having done some charity streams for cancer. I don't remember if those are still going on, but I'm sure you can still donate. I don't really have a raid message. Just everybody go share some love, take good care of yourselves, and I'll catch y'all soon. I should be streaming this Tuesday, I think. Keep your eyes out for Friday. I have something very special. Tell you more information soon. Until then, have a good night, everybody. Thank you for coming by. Really appreciate it. Leos.